Yes, sir, ski. We're back. Or I'm back? My boy's not here today. No transportation. Why? Well, after taking too long to answer his girl's text, she went and did this. He wasn't even cheating. He just fell asleep. But anyway, let's talk about other exploding cars. Today's review is Burnout Paradise Remastered on the Switch. This is a fast and fun arcade racer where the game encourages you to explore and make your own paths. Some mechanics aren't explained, and that's actually refreshing. But quick side notes, Burnout tricked me into thinking it was a horror title because when it opened up, there's this lady just whispering softly into the mic. Like, I didn't know what she was saying. I was legitimately concerned. I'm like, is this a race to save this lady's life? But like, she was just saying a bunch of things like, he's in the house, Whopper no onion, whatever. It's nice to see the Yin Yang twins still getting work out here. Hey, how you doing, love mama? Let me whisper in your ear. The audio can be a problem in the game sometimes when it comes to the music, but really it's just a simple fix by just turning it up in the settings. Like, it's not like an actual real issue. As far as open world racers go, Burnout has a ton of different modes. One mode is called Stunt Run, and it's basically you try to rack up as many points as possible, doing tricks with your car, jumps, you know, different things. Then there's another mode called Burning Route, which is you take one of the cars and you do specific time challenges which unlock new versions of that car for you, which is cool. But the meat and butter here, is that a thing? I'll make it a thing. The meat and butter here is Marked Man and races. Races, they're cool, they're great, they're what make the game fun. They're always going to be A1. But Marked Man, oh man, that's the intense stuff. That's the stuff that gets me going. That's the stuff that is just, you're basically, everybody in the city's after you. Every car is trying to take you down as you get from one point to the next on the map. And it's intense. Cars can come from anywhere. The game doesn't care about if you see them spawning in front of you. They're just like, they're coming, just make it, do whatever you can. This kind of forces you to learn different shortcuts and stuff because you have to do whatever you can to try to keep these people off your back. So it's intense and I love it. The online is so fun for this game. The online is a great distraction between the races. The online really adds a lot of value to the game with the different game modes that you have and the different ways you can just mess around with players. It's really fun and it's really great in between the single player action. So like, it's really just a pure fun game. The game doesn't really have any customization to speak of, but that's cool because there's so many cars in this game. There's over 75 cars plus the DLC cars that it doesn't really matter. Like, this was back when it wasn't just about paying for cosmetics and like, oh look, you could put this little cool paint job in your car. It's like, no, it's about the game, it's about the gameplay, it's about the online modes. A lot of things aren't explained in the game, and that's refreshing. Like, most people don't even know that you could quit a race by just stopping. There's a lot of little things in here that, like, for example, I didn't even know there was a certain type of race called Burnout races after playing it on multiple consoles, the PS4 version, the PS3 version, and now the Switch. I didn't know that race ever existed because the game just, like, lets you go on about your business. Like, it lets you just find out stuff for yourself. And there's a lot of content in this game, and that's really cool. Like, it's really easy and simple to pick up. Like, even if you don't play racing games, this is not like one of those realistic simulators. This is a fun, arcadey type game, and it wants you to have fun no matter what your experience level is, and I appreciate that. Races are easy at the start, but the fun gameplay loop keeps you going until it gets challenging. Then it becomes the Dark Souls of racing games, where the tagline is prepare to crash again and again and again. Touching on the little hand holding the game does, like some kind of friends with benefits. There are whole types of races that I didn't even know existed till this recent playthrough because the game just doesn't tell you. It just lets you figure out stuff for yourself. There's so much action that just makes me go whee! A bad part of the game made worse by the remaster are the nighttime races, or as I like to call it, Helen Keller mode. Since you can't see squat, like you can't hear anything over the sound of you going oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, as you nearly miss what your headlights don't show. But besides that, some building textures look like they came from a GameCube game, but you know, that's few and far between, and you're also going so fast that you don't notice it unless you literally just pull up and just get a magnifying glass. But one of the biggest weird things about this game isn't even about the game itself, it's about the price. The game is $50 on the Switch, which is pretty crazy considering the remastered version on the PS4 and Xbox came out at 40 bucks. And they're also constantly on sale, so the game usually goes about for like between 5 and 8 bucks. So the price makes it real hard if you've already bought this game multiple times since 2008 to pick it up again for the Switch. Overall, if you haven't picked this up before, definitely get it for the Switch. The ability to pop back in a race wherever and whenever goes great with a gameplay loop that is infinitely enjoyable. If you played this to death on other platforms, then, you know, maybe wait for a sale for this awesome classic, because, you know, not really any new features that you haven't played before. But for anybody that hasn't picked up this classic racer, definitely give it a try. I think it's the only open world racer for the Switch right now, so hey, you got great graphics, really fun gameplay, and an open world racer that just lets you do whatever you want. I give this game a 5 out of 5. Like, share, and subscribe. Later days.